Hi everyone, happy Tuesday, March 27th, 2018. I've just gotten out of the doctor, another appointment to see how I'm doing and how my stitches are healing, and everything's doing really well. So thank you all for your continued prayers. I just want to say that I don't really get to do these as often as I would like, because I'm just really busy with the baby and it's really hard to get time to do this. But I just want to address something, because I think a lot of people have this misconception that I'm supernatural and how I handle things, and honestly I'm really not. But I do want to liken it to a metaphor, especially I think it's fitting for this week, which is Holy Week, as we lead up to Resurrection Sunday, also known as Easter, the most important day in the history of mankind. That I'd like to talk about. I'm not really supernatural, and I kind of liken it to this metaphor that I was in prison with a life sentence, never expecting to get parole, without an option of parole, and suddenly the warden comes, Jesus Christ, opens the door and says, "You are free." And so every day that I have been set free from that day when I gave my life to the Lord, and He healed me of all my mental illness and depression and anxiety and panic, I believe every day since that day is a good day. I've been forgiven of something so large and miraculous that I am grateful on a daily basis, regardless of the circumstances. And so it brings me to a Bible story in Luke chapter 7. It starts at verse 36, and it's the parable of a sinful woman. And Jesus is eating with the religious people, the Pharisees. Religious people are those same people that crucified Christ. And they're talking amongst themselves, and one says under his breath, "Oh, if Jesus knew who this woman was and what she'd done, this sinful woman, He wouldn't allow her to sit at His feet." But Jesus absolutely does know the sin that this woman has committed, and He knows everything that we think, everything that we do. He's omnipotent, and He sees everything. And so Jesus proceeds to tell a different story about a moneylender and two people that owe that moneylender, that have debts. One has a debt of 500 denarii and the other one of 50. And Jesus says to Simon, "Who do you think will love him more, since he's canceled both of those debts?" And so Simon says, "Well, the one with the larger debt will love him more." And Jesus says, "You are right." He goes back to talk about the woman, the sinful woman at His feet, and He says, "She has been forgiven of much." And actually, if I could read you the line, because it doesn't say that she's been forgiven of much, but it says, her sins, on line 47, which are many, just like all of us, we have many, many sins, are forgiven, for she loved much. He who is forgiven little loves little. It therefore goes to say what many people say, and he who has forgiven much loves much, which is not in the Bible, just the last line. But I am that woman who has been forgiven of a large debt, a miraculous debt. And so for that reason, I love much on a daily basis, regardless of what's going on. It doesn't mean I don't cry. It doesn't mean I don't get sad or frustrated. I go through all the emotions that any human being goes through, but every day is still a good day, because I don't marry my my attitude to my circumstances. So I can have a really bad day where things are not going right. I mean, this morning I spilled a huge cup of coffee all over the place. Something like that can get you really bent out of shape. No, I've been forgiven of something so large. I just tend to look at all the good. And I'm going to say one more thing, because it just came to my mind, that you can retrain your brain. Jesus can remove these things that you say are faulty thinking that will never change. I'll never be free of anxiety, depression, pessimism, a negative attitude, whatever those things are. Absolutely, yes, He can. Yourself on your own, very difficult. You'll spend the rest of your life trying to remove it. But when you surrender to the only one, the great physician, the creator of the universe, He will give you the strength, the power to renew your mind, especially if you have a relationship, a daily relationship. That's why the Lord's Prayer says, give us this day our daily bread. Just enough for today, not yesterday, and not tomorrow. So I encourage you all to go to church this Sunday for Easter. I encourage you to invite someone, especially someone who thinks they know who Jesus is, but has never actually met Him. We all think we know things. I know who Abe Lincoln was. I even know about George Washington, but I do not intimately know about their character. I know just a couple of details about their life. For me to know Jesus's character is a daily practice. It's reading my word. It's praying morning, night, without ceasing, anytime I want. And it's also meeting with those people who will encourage my faith walk and will build me up. So I want to say God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll talk soon. And please share this if anyone will be encouraged by it. And always feel free to send me emails for your prayer requests or your comments. I am truly blessed by your comments, and your friendship blesses me and encourages me. So God bless you all. Have an amazing week, and hope to hear all about your Easter Sunday experiences. God bless.